Hey, what is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I'm going inside of a rummage sale. This is a rummage sale that was supposed to start about 9 o'clock, and I showed up at 8, and I saw some people outside. I asked them, hey, what time are you opening? They said, now, come on in. I'm like, okay, only one here, an hour early. One of those dream scenarios I talk about where, you can find just some amazing things if you're the only one at a rummage sale. Unfortunately, this rummage sale was not very good. Only got a couple things here, but it's still nice to get in early, go hit some yard sales afterwards, and just checking out the toys over here. And they got a room back here. It looked like it could be interesting. Come over here and check out some of the toys. And I see a little Game Boy looking toy. This is one of these Pokemon battlers or something like that. I forget exactly what they are. They usually have little figures with them. End up grabbing a couple of those. The other toys, I didn't see anything that really stood out there except for the Pokemon stuff. And over here, I see some electronics. Got some books in here. This Sony piece right there was in great shape. I didn't want to buy that one. The other one I did buy. It had the remote, and I can sell that for, well, I can make about $60 on it actually selling it on Amazon. So it's not bad. I'll take it. I don't think I missed anything I really wanted to pick up here because I wasn't rushed at all. I took my time. There's the unit I picked up. I got some boxes of dishes, some other electronic type stuff I wasn't interested in buying. None of the dishes there looked like they were anything special to me. Got some stuff over here that, just maybe there's a little bit of money. I mentioned before, you got to be careful at sales like this when you have opportunities to make, a few dollars. Everything here was donation. So, I could have got a lot of this stuff very cheap. They just wanted to get rid of it, makes a little bit of money. But if you're buying too much junk, that's going to take all your time and you're going to make a lot less money. So, some of these things I left. Keurig there, it was in terrible shape in there. It wasn't new or anything. So, yeah, we move on, unfortunately. Some cool pictures there, maybe worth something. On my way back, though, I come across this yard sale. Just happening outside in a yard, and I turn around, I passed it. I'm like, nah, I want to go to this. So I'm seeing a lot of Barbies and stuff. They're priced like $15 a bag, but this is what really got my attention. You got some of this Mighty Max stuff, and this has been on my bucket list to find some of those. I've never come across them in the wild. I wanted to find them just, for my own personal use. So there they are, finally. There's some blow mold stuff, and I ended up grabbing all of those. They were $10 a piece, and I forgot to mention these in the haul, but I'll probably make at least $300, probably upwards of $400 around on this stuff around Christmas. They're only $10 a piece. Loaded them up in the car, and yeah, they're in great condition. Going to be some good profit on those. And this sale happens about every year. It's a big record sale. The guy has thousands of records, and he has other stuff too. Usually not much other stuff, but the blow molds, I'll take it. I got some kitchen stuff there. Over here, there was an amp I could have bought and made some money. It was only $10. I think it was selling for about $40, $50. I just decided to pass on it. Again, I'm getting so much stuff like that. I don't know. I just decided to pass on it. So I got shoes here at this sale I stopped at. I didn't see any good shoes. A lot of Halloween stuff here, and I'm seeing the prices on some of this stuff. A quarter, 50 cents. I'm like, this severed head for a quarter, I can probably make some money on that. Go ahead and grab it. And when I went to pay for it, the guy told me that there was a lady that bought a lot of their Halloween stuff. And I'm thinking, whoa, I bet she got some really good items. Would like to find some Halloween blow mold stuff. I think that would just be cool. Yeah, so I ended up grabbing that devil mask there. I think it was, 75 cents. Looked like they're selling on eBay for 20, 30 bucks, or at least that's what people have them listed at. Probably sell around Halloween. And when you only got 75 cents in it, you're not losing any money. Even if you sell it at like 12 bucks, you still make $10. Becomes worth your time. That's about all I see here in the Halloween stuff. There's maybe a few things I could have made a little bit of money on. And I got some glassware here. And apparently this sale was going on for a while when I found it. So, I'm sure it was picked I see gaps on the tables where people probably was here early and got a bunch of good stuff. Just seemed like one of those sales that it was probably good if I would have been one of the first people here. This one, same kind of scenario. I think this sale happened the day before, and you see some DS games here. Nothing good, no quality DS games, some loose ones in the bags. Probably been picked through, I would imagine, already, and the good stuff taken, and kind of those, no dollar games left. Another situation where I see gaps on the tables. It seems like there's probably a good amount of stuff here. Got that many tables set up, you wouldn't spread out the stuff that much, I don't think. There's a Grinch. I think it was one of those Kohl's plush. Got some boots and shoes. Everything here was priced kind of high as well. Just the prices were a bit too high on this stuff. Crocs. Actually, I don't even know if those were, actual Crocs. It may have been a rip-off brand. Over here, I think there was some sort of, I thought it was Metroid at first. It's one of the monster games, 8-bit games, which I already have, and I think it was like 15 or 20 bucks there. So I didn't want that for that price. So we move on, hit another sale. Just got to keep going. Hit as many places as you can and hope that you can find some good stuff. I mean, I've already found some decent stuff. I got the blow molds, which are going to be great money. Blow molds that big, I don't usually anytime I find them, they're like 50 to 100 bucks. I always leave them, but at $10 a piece, I had to pick those up. The snowman is Empire. It would sells for about $250 around Christmas by itself. The Santa, I think it was, I forget the brand of that one. I don't think it was Empire, but the Mary and Joseph, Baby Jesus, all that stuff is about $250 around Christmas time. I don't know if I'm going to sell them locally for less money or try to ship them. Those things are big. They're very light. They're just big. People will pay for the shipping though, because they want that stuff. Here we are looking at some shoes. And were those Crocs there? The flowered Crocs or something else? I don't know. I probably would have picked those up if they were Crocs. Priced right anyway. Look at so much stuff at garage sales. It's hard to remember everything. Here's some vintage jackets. It looks like windbreakers. There's an Asics one in there. Not in good condition, any of this stuff, unfortunately. So I end up passing on that. And I'm trying to pay more attention to the figurines and stuff. But at this sale, I already got a big stack going on. This is a sale that just opened, and I say it all the time. Sales like this, if you can be one of the first people there, you really score. And this made my whole day. What I'm looking at now is a JVC recorder. It's a $400 recorder. I'm like, whoa, that's what it is. I'll take it. Got that for $5. You got this Danbury Mint Christmas tree there. That's a $300 Christmas tree. That ceramic Christmas tree there. It is missing the star. I did not realize that. I should have known. I mean, it would have a star on top of a tree, right? But I didn't notice that until later. Still, I think I can make some pretty good money on that. I only paid $5 for it. Around Christmas, it looked like they were selling between $200 and $300. So you just have to look up stuff. There's some Pyrex there that I think a lady bought that before I got to it. I got a flip clock. I got so much good stuff you'll be seeing here when I go over it in the haul. And also, the woman tried to take my tree I had sitting up there. I set that tree up there by my pile, and she came over and started looking at it. I'm like, oh, that's mine. And she just kind of slowly backed away. And yeah, she wanted it. But here I am in Goodwill now, stopped in there, and you see all the vintage games I'm looking at. None of those were worth picking up. Looked up all of them. Just no real money into them. The Kaplunk was missing a lot of pieces. I see this on the bottom though, and I'm like, is this a toy? I'm like, no, this is a board game. And I ended up buying that one. It's not worth a whole lot because I liked it. The pieces look complete. And I thought, well, maybe it's just something I'll keep because, I'm kind of interested in that. Still can make some money, I think, selling it for, $15 maybe. Over here, I'm checking out the games, making sure there's nothing else. And I see this Pirates of the Caribbean board game battleship version. I can't remember if I've ever come across this. I'm like, that could be good. Looked it up. Absolutely not good. Even to sell on Amazon. So put that back. Books. I'm looking at the Stephen King book there, and I'm noticing if there's one paperback Stephen King book, there's going to be more. Sure enough, I started looking down here, and I see some hardcovers. Usually that's how it goes. If you see one, they're just recently somebody donated a bunch. Also, the same with Harry Potter. See, I'm grabbing some of these Harry Potter books to make sets that I can sell. Just completed a set recently. I usually get about $70 or so for a complete set. Some Star Wars books. Unfortunately, not really good ones. I just recently sold a couple Star Wars books for about, I think one was 80 and one was about $100. So definitely some money in some of these books. Worth looking up. Checking out all these lamps. There's kind of one of those hurricane lamp styles there. It was a newer one. Come over here and I see this Coleman lantern sitting there, and I'm like, it's one of the newer ones. Usually they're not really worth picking up, but this one's very clean. It's got the charger, and I flip it over and it's only $1.99. So I can make some money on that. For that price, I pick it up. Why not? Usually Goodwill prices those, $10, $15. So take it for $1.99. I see some fishing poles over here and dig through those a little bit. Pick out one that I'll probably use for personal use. I can make some money on it. The rest of them were kind of very basic. They were priced good, $2.99. Good to pick up if you like the rods. But I ended up doing very well today. Let me show you everything I picked up. Got another good haul to go over. We're going to start back here with these electronics. Got some good stuff today. Got to that church sale 1 hour early, and this is about all I got. This little Sony CD player, tape player, boombox. Has the remote though. That's very important. Means I can sell it on Amazon. I believe I was making about $60 on that. And one of the other yard sales I got to, I was one of the first ones there. They had just opened. And of course, that's when you can find the best stuff before anyone else gets to it. Found this for 75 cents. It's a Technics tape deck. I usually don't buy these just because they never work. But at 75 cents, I can sell it for parts and still make money. If it happens to work, I should be able to sell it for about $60, I think, on eBay. They're pretty easy to repair. Usually just have to replace the rubber bands in them. I'm not going to be doing that. I don't have the time, not my business model, but still at 75 cents, it's an easy pickup. And then below here, we got this DVD recorder, JVC. This is a great unit. I've sold this before. It has the remote with it. I paid $5 for it, and I should be able to sell it for about $400 on Amazon. Currently, no one's selling it on Amazon, which is great. Even on eBay, you're selling this for about $200 plus dollars. So at $5, it's an easy pickup. If there's problems with it, it's still probably a $40 or $50 sale for parts. And at that same sale, I also got these Bose speakers, Companion Series 3. Yeah, these are about $60, $70 on eBay. They're even more on Amazon. I think about $120, $125 on Amazon pre-owned. So I paid $5 for those Bose speakers. Nice. I also picked up this Canonette camera 17. I could not find any real reliable comps on this, even looking on Terapeak. Some of these Canonette cameras, they sell for around $300. This one, I saw like a Canonette 19 selling for about $70, I think. So maybe this one is around the same. It's probably an earlier model. It's in extremely good condition for its age. Like, look at this case here. It's just mint. You rarely see that. I've found cases like this before. They're always worn down. Paid $7 for it. And also at that sale, I got this flip clock GE. It was only 50 cents. Again, even if that doesn't work, there's some money in it for parts. I've never found one of these that actually work. So we'll see. It works! Finally, another bucket list item. I found a working flip clock. This one isn't a super sought after one like some of the Panasonic ones are, but if it works, it's going to be about a $45, $50 sale, I think. And I got a couple more things from that sale. You can see just how one sale can really make your day. This is a Danbury Mint Yorkie Christmas tree. $5. I was like, I bet that's worth something. And I looked it up real quick before I left. Sure enough, I'm glad I did. People have them listed for about $250, $300. Since it's not really close to Christmas, there wasn't no comps on eBay. So I went to Terapeak, checked. And yeah, some of these are selling between $150 to about $300 around Christmas time working. That's going to be some great profit, only paying $5 for that Christmas tree. And then finally, the last thing I got at that sale was this Possible Dreams Santa Claus. I picked it up because it was $1 and some of these are worth pretty good money. Looked up this one when I got home, and yeah, it looks like I can sell it for about $40. So having $1 into it, it's worth it. So all that was just from that one sale. So that's pretty amazing to find that much good stuff. At another sale, I picked up some handheld games. I got this Scrabble Express handheld, which I sell for about $45.50 on Amazon. I've sold this probably 6 or 7 times now. It always sells. And I would be able to sell this for about $25 on Amazon, I think. But this is not the one picture. The one picture, it has like yellow sides and a different directional button here. So I'm not going to sell it on Amazon because somebody will get mad. That's just the way it goes. Still on eBay, I could make $5 profit in the end on that. So between these two handheld games, they were still worth picking up. And here's something that's been on my bucket list forever now, and that's these Mighty Max play sets. They're not super valuable or anything. I just think they're really cool, and I just always wanted to find them in the wild. So on my way home, I see a sale. I pass it, and I'm like, you know what? I need to turn around and go to this sale. Even though it's late in the morning, who knows what could be there? At first, I saw a bunch of like bags of dolls. I'm like, oh, could there be some Bratz or Monster High or some good Barbies? Didn't really see anything. They were priced kind of high for the bags. And then I saw the Mighty Max stuff, and I was like, finally, I'm buying these. And they got the little figures inside. I don't know if they're actually complete. I'll have to check to see what's all supposed to go with them. But every one of them has like the little monster. Seem to be in good condition. I even got this C-3PO one, Star Wars. This is Micro Machines though. Not worth a whole lot, maybe $15-20, surprisingly. I got about $5 a piece into these. I'm not sure what exactly the price on these are. I'll probably keep a couple just for my little cool collection on my shelf and then sell the others. But there's definitely profit there, and I'm just happy to be able to finally find some. Another amazing story. I was on my way home and I accidentally made a wrong turn. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, this is an area I'm familiar with. I was so tired at that point. I'm like, I just want to get home. Here I am making wrong turns. But guess what? I ran into a yard sale, just a random sale happening. Wasn't seeing anything, and I was walking out. And I happened to catch this on a rack. This is a Logo Athletic Pro Line San Francisco 49ers cap in amazing condition. And I knew this hat was going to be at least $50. Looking at the comps, it's a lot better. I should be able to sell this between $150, $200. Just amazing hat to find. At first I thought it was Sport Specialities hat, which I believe would probably do better than the Logo Athletics. I'm not sure. But I only paid $1 for it, so I'll probably price it high. I like to price my vintage stuff like this higher. Of course, do global shipping. There's a lot of people outside of the country that will buy this kind of stuff. Pay more for it because a lot of people don't do the global shipping. So I'd say at least $150 profit on this hat. I also forgot about these little battle pokes. What are they? Bat pokes, Pokemon things. They come with little figures, and the figures are what matter. And there's a few figures, but in the end, it's not going to be that great a profit. They're $0.25 a piece. Got those at the rummage sale. So to finish up my garage sale finds, I got this set of Game of Thrones Blu-rays, all the seasons, for $20 in great condition. Should be able to sell these for, it's looking like between $70, $80. I'm making probably $40 profit on those at least in the end. So good pickup. I picked up some Halloween stuff, mostly because just the price was so low. 50 cents for this devil mask. I actually found one listed on eBay for $30. Did not see any comps, but that's kind of normal because I wouldn't expect it being further out from Halloween. Since the eBay sold comps only, record like the last 90 days of sales. Still, I bet I priced this $20 and it's going to sell around Halloween. I got 50 cents into it, so who cares? I also got this severed head, and it's very well detailed, rubber, silicone, whatever it is. It was $0.25. I'm just like, you know what? Somebody's going to pay more than $0.25 for that on eBay. Some of the better severed head props on eBay can sell for hundreds of dollars. I wouldn't call this like A+ prop, but it's pretty well made. And I think I'm going to price it maybe $30 plus shipping just to see if it will sell. Again, when you only got $0.25 in it, you can just speculate a little bit on this stuff. I think I'll make $30 on these two items, come Halloween. Then I got some Goodwill finds. I picked up this Coleman lantern at Goodwill. It's only $1.99. It's very clean. It's got the car charger with it. It does look like I can sell this for about $25 plus shipping, so why not pick it up at $1.99? I picked up some Harry Potter books and Stephen King books just to make lots on eventually when I get all of them. I also got Chamber of Secrets Harry Potter book. It's not on this stack right now because I put it with another stack I got the other day that I needed. And I'll be selling the Harry Potter set for about $75 is what I usually sell them for. A lot of
of cool board games came out on our cart at Goodwill. I looked them up and none of them was really worth any money, unfortunately. This one was $3.99. I ended up picking it up anyway. It looks complete in there. I just love the box art on this. Selling it, it sells maybe for 15 bucks. It's also I'm selling for $10. I think this one's probably complete, so I could maybe get 20. I don't know. I'm not even sure if I'll sell it yet, but I thought it was a cool pickup. And then right here, I got this micro phonograph, and I thought this was interesting. This was only, $5.99. It was a little expensive, but it has all these bird calls that go with it. Like, I don't know, probably hundreds. Each one of these has different slides that go in here. I saw someone had one with a bunch of the bird slides like this, priced $200. It wasn't sold though. Some of the comps were looking more like $40, $50. I would imagine I sell this for $50 plus shipping and would have no problem selling it. Somebody wrote works on there, so I'm hoping it works. Then back here, I just picked up this CB antenna, $6.99. These things, there's some comps new in the 80s. And I think I can sell it pre-owned. It's in good condition. Maybe for around $40 or $50, so should be some profit there. And then finally, I just picked up this vintage shirt from 1971. Single stitch Snoopy shirt. You can see right there. I actually found one that sold. It was purple, not blue. Sold for $25 plus shipping. So, I figure I'll make at least $20 on this one. And I just love picking up the old vintage stuff like that. Oh, I lied. There's one more thing. I got this fishing pole at Goodwill for $2.99. I bought it mostly for personal use. I kind of like the look of it. I like the price. It was clean. So I just went ahead and grabbed it, but I could sell this reel for looked like 25 bucks. So you never know, might do that. But there it is, everybody. That's the haul for today. I really want to thank you for watching, coming along with me, supporting the video. If you could, hit that like button for me. Make sure you are subscribed. More than 50% of my viewers are not subscribed. It's just people watching the videos over and over. They don't hit that subscribe button. So if you could just take the time to do that if you're enjoying the videos, I would appreciate it. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Till next time.